going on, sir? Busy?
Yeah, doing some maintenance.
Maintenance. What we maintenancing?
Drill in
Put some what?
there.
Wheat?
No field cleaning.
I ain't seen nobody on Copeland.
No. That's good, I guess.
Yep. Jared made a couple cases.
Yeah.
It's good.
You got the one you've been looking for a long time. I was coming through with a tractor and saw the guy parked there. Called him. He got right on it and caught two of them.
Well, he didn't tell me that.
Oh, he went that far
Yeah,
down, huh?
it's always I.
He got a tip from where they were at. He was in residence, all good.
That's good.
Yeah.
He's offering it after him for a month.
Yeah.
We've seen him everywhere.
It's always the bad time.
Get everything lined up, get everything moving. Well, got him in the end.
Good deal. All right, I just locked her up. I was back here, just
Oh, okay.
drove through, and I just locked her.
All right.
See you guys.
See ya.
Take care.
You do.
What was that case?
That's one that's that he caught, that a Coshocton County officer caught. Guy digging on ginseng. Yeah, that was last week. Been seeing the vehicle, people seeing the vehicle driving by, seeing it parked before season, and finally, I guess somebody called him and he went and sat on the vehicle and he come out. Well, the individual was also caught on a trail camera, I think last year. So it's just going to be some interview, work, and whether it be charged for the last year's also. But I think officer up there was telling me that the guy, I think he sold 24 pounds of wet ginseng.
Wow,
That's a lot.
that is a lot. Do you focus more on ginseng than the other wildlife officers?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to kill two birds with one stone. I can come up here. If we was having a field trial, I go in there and talk to them and make sure everything's okay in there. But I try to get to point A to point B and patrol at the same time. I might adjust my route a little bit. I know when we made a case here a couple years ago. I think it was last year. Guys hit ginseng on us, and I ended up finding them. I think we arrested them for digging yellow root, bloodroot, and ginseng. And I found two book bags approximately, I'd say 300 yards away from them. They had hid in the weeds. And that was a good case. And Jared kind of got on me the other day. He said, "Yeah, it took you 4 hours to get up there." I told him I was looking for my own. I just weave, and you just never know where you're going to run into them. We just come by this area right here. One of these days I will catch some here. There's a lot of beech trees, and it looks like a good place. I've actually found ginseng over the hill. While I'm down in there, I was mushroom hunting. And I figure I'll find somebody. I did run a plate here last year or 2 years ago. A guy was squirrel hunting. I talked to his wife. She said he's down in the woods. He's squirrel hunting.
Is that allowed?
Yeah. Yeah, this is all wildlife for him. Or a map back up. I want to get an idea. This was what Tri-Valley looks like. All the green. I mean, it goes a long ways. This don't seem very far. I mean, it seems far from like where we come from, but Dresden's right across the river. We just went through Dresden. So some of the people, just come over here, a lot of people we've arrested are right from Dresden or Fraziesburg. That's close by, so it's not far to them.
Columbus to 3521, and update 3521.
So what do the other officers in other counties do that's different from what you do when it comes to ginseng or patrolling or anything?
I really couldn't tell you. I'm sure they're doing the same thing. They're all looking. I think with the shows, the TV shows, I don't know. I know my law supervisor, he ended up giving me a challenge coin, and I said, well, for what? For doing my job. I just enjoy working ginseng. It's just like a cat and mouse game. You might get them. Sometimes you don't get them. I've come up and seen some vehicle somewhere, go to turn around and come back and it's gone. Didn't even get the plate. It just puts, I think I think about it a lot. And
Why is that you think about it so
because
much?
I appreciate it, I just think it's a plant that, I think I'm not going to say it's, ever going to become, extirpated, but I just think it's definitely in harm, the way people are, digging it. I know we've had to change some of the laws. We're trying to, on size, I think in Wayne National, you got to bring out the plant attached. It's a hard case to prove. I've made a couple cases, just talking my way into it. And I just, I tell them right up front, I've dug ginseng for 40 years. That right there's a 1-prong or 2-prong. Well, no, it's broke off. No, there's the bud that's coming up next year. And they're like, yeah. They get a ticket for it. That's immature root.
Do you think you could ever stop the poaching completely?
No.
So it's always going to be a cat or mouse game?
Yep, it's always going to be there. It's slowed down. The way I look at it, out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see a vehicle, I don't assume. But, there's, with other, training we're having with other agencies, I get in contact to them, with maybe the night shift, afternoon shift, they're going to be out there, they're going to be driving down that road and see that guy walking out of the woods, got a big old backpack, they need to stop and, just, talk to him. And they are making cases now. I think it's, if we all work together, it's fun. It's a lot of paperwork when I catch them, but, I just, I like being out this time of the year.